Hey there, Collector B here and welcome back to my channel. So today we've got a special video. We're out in the wild. We are here. There's Kinokuniya behind me. You probably can't see it yet, but we will be seeing it soon. Kinokuniya is a Japanese bookstore. We're here in the Bay Area in California, and so we're going to check out this bookstore here. We'll browse the whole manga section area of Kinokuniya. And this is also a special center. We have a few Japanese brands in this little shopping center here. There's a Daiso this way in front of me that you guys see in a little bit. And also a grocery store. I think it's called Mitsuawa. Either way, it has a lot of Japanese groceries, of course. But the very cool thing that in there is they have a Gachapon little center area. And we will check out all of this. So come with me, let's go. All right, first things first, so we're walking through from the parking lot here to that Mitsuya grocery store. The Kinokuniya entrance is located inside the grocery store, so we have to go through that entrance. There used to be a separate entrance here on the left side. All the way at the very end of this building on this left used to be a separate entrance that you could walk into Kinokuniya separately, but they've closed it off, so now we're walking into the grocery store, passing this delicious Japanese snacks little area here, and then past that, we see this Gachapon center area with that One Piece card game advertisement. But other than that, we walk in and there's tons and tons of Gachapon machines. I'm seriously, a lot of them. And it's really busy here on the weekends for sure. But we are here, braving it all, looking for the perfect Gachapon machine. And then here you can also see on this back wall, we have some Bandai and Tamashii Nations figures. We'll look at that in a little bit. But first, the Gachapon. So many options. Do you see any catch your eye? I took some time just to look at all of them, but first we need our tokens. They are $2 for one token, and you'll see these machines need at least 2 to 5 tokens depending on which machine you choose. So it's $2 per token. But yeah, let's look at these. There's this beautiful little polar bear, and then we have Kirby here. Do you see, which one would you pick? Inuyasha, definitely super cute. We've got My Hero Academia here. More Inuyasha there. We have Attack on Titan and Spy Family. But yeah, tons and tons of machines. But let me see which one I'm going to choose. Chainsaw Man there. And then I spot it. Alright, I know which one I'm going to do. I'm going to do Dragon Ball. It's going to take 3 coins. That one sold out already. Let's see. They have one more up here. We're going to do that.
Yeah, why is B
See this one here. Here's the ones I got. So I got the guitar earrings. So I got the yellow ones. I got those right there. These are the earrings that Goku and Vegeta use to fuse together to become Vegito in Dragon Ball Z when they need to defeat Majin Buu. Alright, so now we're going to head over to this anime figure section area. They have these 2 sections, Bandai section and Tamashii Nations. So first let's check out the Bandai hobby area. They have a lot of Gundam figures over here, which consist of a lot of model kits that you can build yourself. Some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, Pokemon stuff, Z Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon area. They have a lot of cute little figures with decent prices actually for these posable figures that you can get. That One Piece Going Merry ship is really cool. So yeah, really cool little section here with Pokemon figures as well. So cute. And then Tamashii Nations is over here. We have some One Piece figures. They look amazing. And then over here we have some more Gundam figures. Gundam Seed is definitely my favorite era of the Gundam universe. So this is a nice little section in the back here. If you're looking for some figures, they definitely have some here. And then over here, we've got plenty more Gundam stuff. There's One Piece, Naruto, Godzilla in the corner over there. But these figures look beautiful, so beautiful. And then we have some Dragon Ball figures over here. So these figures are a bit pricier than say some of the Bandai that were in the other little section over there. There's some Naruto. Got some Chainsaw Man. Some One Piece figures. These are the SH Figure Arts. And then Spy Family figure with Anya. Oh. And then we have some Demon Slayer figures. And over here we have some One Piece figures and an Itachi figure over here. So really nice. And then over here they were playing some card games as well. So a lot of stuff. Really cool things to do. And then we're back out here in the grocery store. Now we're going to be heading over to Kinokuniya, the store itself, to see the manga and tour that area and check out a lot of cool manga. Of course, this being a Japanese grocery store, you're going to find a lot of things that you would typically find in Japan itself. So that's really cool. And there's also a food court here for a lot of Japanese cuisine. And then now we are in Kinokuniya. So on the left side of the store is all the manga and art books. And on the right side of the store over here is a lot of the magazines, stationery, and little knickknacks that you're probably familiar with, like the Studio Ghibli section right here. There's also a lot of Miffy character items and lifestyle magazines. And on the left side, like I said, is what we're going to be looking at today mostly, is the manga stuff. So over here we see a lot of the animate little goodies. That's really cool to see. And then up this side here is the novel section. So the light novels, Apothecary Diaries. It's the first thing I saw when I walked over here. But yeah, so many beautiful covers of these light novels in this section here. And then now we are in the English section of the manga area. So many good titles. I love how they have a lot of the eye-catching ones, the ones they recommend on the bottom level, and then a lot of them, of course, right here on the shelves before us. I see Parasite there, some copies of that, Soul Eater, then I spot Witch Hat Talier. I love this one. If you've seen past videos, you know that for sure. I just had to see it. And now we're on this section here. Do you see anything that catches your eye? There's Chainsaw Man in front of us. But yeah, what are some manga you recommend? Like, what should we be getting the next time we go to the bookstore or shopping online for manga? Over here, there's Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. There's Cheeky Brat and Cells at Work. Blue Lock. And then I spot here this, which I can't get out. It's like wedged in there behind the Hellsing, but it's Blue Period, like a nice box set, which is really cool to see. And then here is another one, Dress Up Darling. And then I spot My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. Volume 1 here for $12.99. And then here's a table for the new season stuff. Don Da Don, of course, is a big one, a great title here. And there's Blue Lock, a display there. Yeah, they have a lot of cool tables with different things to check out here. So here's another table of really good titles. There's Your Lie in April. This is a new arrivals table here. And a lot of these titles I haven't heard of before, which is so cool to see. So many brand new titles. And this here's the Omnibus Volume 1 for Your Lie in April. See that one below it, A Suitable Fetish. And then here is Animal Crossing. I didn't know they had that manga, but there that is. Very cool. And then Horimiya, a volume 17 in this like little slipcase. And then they even have, in the cooking section I spotted when I was walking by, they have a Pokemon cookbook and of course a One Piece cookbook. They had that store sample there to be able to look through because a lot of other things are wrapped in plastic, but this one was really cool to open up and see. And then they have this art book section back over here. This is the Japanese language one, but I spot something that you're probably familiar with if you see my other videos, the Dragon Ball history. That one's super cool. It's in Japanese. The one I've showed before and seen in other Kinokuniya's was in English. And they probably have it too, but I was in this section first. And now here we are in the English section as well. They're kind of like scattered about. Some English, some Japanese. Here is a Persona 5 art book. So cool. I I'm really tempted to get this one. I keep, in my other video at Kinokuniya, I saw that one, and I'm probably going to be very tempted very soon to get it. And then they also have a lot of Japanese knickknacks and stationery and things, so it's just really cool catch-all for a lot of cool things Japanese.
Alright, done with Kinokuniya. Got my little haul here. There's 2 books inside, 2 manga. So let me show you them to you real quick. Actually, back in the car now, there's just so many people around, especially in Kinokuniya. I noticed it's just a lot of people, but a lot of cool things, so it's so worth it to go in there. They have stationery, manga in both English and Japanese, so you have a lot of art books in both languages. So there is the English section that I focused on that you saw, but I did get 2 manga in there. I got one that I really wanted. The anime, I loved it. So this one is My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. So this is volume 1 here. I believe there's 3 out right now, or at least there was in store. And then the second one I got is Horimiya, volume 17. I had finished at 16 volumes, so I have the complete set at that. But then there's also this special 17 volume here, and it says 4 new chapters, 3 uncollected side stories, and the final chapter from Hori's perspective. So I thought that was super cool. So this one was $18, a bit pricier, but had this little cardboard sleeve. And then this one for My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. This one was $12.99, and this one is another romance, as you can guess here, with this outgoing girl and this gamer, really closed off guy, a little bit younger than her. They fall in love, so both of these are romance, but yeah, very cool stories. So yeah, watched the anime of both of these and reading through Horimiya, and going to be starting this one. Super excited about both of these. Another interesting thing is that all of the manga there is wrapped. You can't open them up. And when I went to Japan, I think it was the same idea that they had over there too, where everything is very well packaged, which is super nice. But it's all, protected, I mean. So it's all protected really nicely, but you can't open them up. So you gotta know what you're looking for, or at least read the back if you're not sure of the series. But yeah, so that is a different perspective here. They're all wrapped up and protected, so they won't get as damaged, at least in transit and all that before they get to the store. But yeah, so very excited about these 2 here. The Gachapon store. Let me open that up real quick for you. Let me show you. So the Gachapon, of course they come in these little things, just like Japan, but they are so overpriced here. They're like double the price for sure, because one token is $2. So this one, for example, the Dragon Ball one I got, costed 3 tokens, which is $6. So it's like double what you're paying, but you're paying because you get the experience that you would get in Japan. So yeah, so that again here is the Futara earrings, and it has like a little display stand, and I'll show in B-roll what it looks like actually, but yeah, I thought that was super cool. So a little Dragon Ball memorabilia, that word. Oh yeah, so super fun. And the grocery stores is super nice if you want Japanese related products. That store is place. They have those desserts that you'd find in Japan, of course. That display area and anything you could think of that you want over there. You're gonna pay a little bit more over here, of course, but you get it. So yeah, this whole center here is super cool. And Daiso as well. Just super fun overall.
And speaking of Daiso, I popped in super quick just to take a quick peek at it and to show you basically like the layout of the store here. So if you're not familiar, Daiso is basically like a dollar store, that comparison, but with Japanese products. So they have a lot of cool things like this gaming area where they have a lot of cool tech stuff. And then they also have stationery and a lot of cool stickers and houseware and things like that. A lot of pet stuff. So I stopped by this section. I love those scissors. If you're ever at a Daiso, those are great pet scissors. They have toys and things and cloths and little clothes for your pets. But yeah, a lot of cool things.
Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video out in the wild. And yeah, thank you, and look forward to the next one. See you then. Bye bye.